Hello there and welcome back. Well, I hope you are holding on because this is the most amazing one-day special, and I know already so many people out there are already placing their orders. Leonie, how exciting is this?
I know, it's so cool. It's funny actually, because with the Jane Davenport stuff, I mean, you can tell I've been playing. With the Jane Davenport stuff, you look at like everything she's brought out, it's like, I want that one, want that one. And I must admit, I get really obsessed. Like last night when I got in, and it's funny, because I was playing with it up to late last night, I didn't go to bed till late. And then when you look at things, it's like, what have I done? But what you actually do is play.
You do.
So when you come to see a finished sample, it's like, oh yeah, they're in, and it's because I've been playing. But I have been playing,
They
and I
are
mean,
brilliant. Oh,
something like that does take a long time.
Yes, yeah.
You know, because you add to it. The girl at the front, that's a washi sheet. We have got the washi sheets. Get ahead for that one. We'll be showing you those later on. But right, let's stop talking, Leonie. Breathe. So what you've got. They're inks. Now, they're really beautiful, beautiful colour palette. These will mix with her colour palettes that's already out there.
Okay.
So if you've got the pens that we had last time, we've got them here again. If you've got maybe the watercolour paints, they're all going to go.
Okay.
When you listen to Jane, she works in twos, so 2 greens, 2 blues, 2 reds,
right.
2 browns. So they've all got something to play with. So they all go. Now, the gorgeous thing about these, because they're in a bottle, they are highly concentrated, so you get a really rich dye ink, so you don't need much. These, to do this, it's a little drop of ink and a spritz of water. And look at those colours. I mean, the limeade down the bottom, amazing, one of my favourites. Look at that.
Wow,
look at
that is a concentrated pink.
Aren't they beautiful?
A little drop.
Aren't they beautiful? Now, you've got a choice. So that could be your first selection, if you wanted. The second selection, and they have merged a bit, but don't worry about that. I mean, the way they merge. Just this alone makes me happy.
Yeah.
That alone, the way the pink goes into the blue, stuff like that, I could do that literally all day.
Yeah,
look
amazing.
at those colours. Look how rich the blue is. That beautiful deep brown.
We are so busy. Now, of course, Leonie's just showing you the 2 different palettes that you've got with regards to these. You can see the details on your screen. Both on the same one-day special. You're going to choose any of those 2 sets of 6. And you've got your flexi buy. But the way the most of you are getting these is you're getting hold of everything. You are getting all of these. I'm going to bring those details up because this is the way you're going to make your biggest saving. It also gives you the ability to get all 12 of those brand new inks that we are bringing to you at an incredible price. And oh my goodness, I can't believe how busy we are. So if you're wanting your 087318 £74.88, the sheer concentrated, when you look at the bottles, you can tell that the concentrated colour, because you can almost hardly make out the colour because they're so dense.
Yeah, I mean, they are.
Wow.
Go on, what?
20% of the entire stock of the whole bundle, and that's not actually, well, you've got your saving from your one-day special plus an additional £5 saving, so that's why people are taking.
Do you know, it's funny because the last Jane Davenport one we had real trouble, didn't we? Because I think, did we sell out right at the beginning, and then we're really having trouble trying to get any more stock. But anyway, yeah. So what you've got, beautiful inks. If I show you this, see now something like this. Again, I must admit, I have had a play. They have taken me ages because I've had a play. But to actually draw with them, you can draw with them, and that doesn't take much at all. You know, to do flowers, it's a blob of paint.
Okay,
that's all you need. It's a blob of paint. Just put some little black lines in there with your markers.
Micron pen.
Yeah. Well, we are Jane's pens off.
Yeah.
You know. But that is it, the washi tape at the bottom. This one, now I actually ripped a page out just so I could show you double page, because of middle, I never rip pages out of my journal. But it was just so. That one, again, you're drawing with the drama sticks I've gone over the top, the washi tape I've gone over the top. So you're layering all the time. The washi sheets are amazing. Of course, we'll be showing you those in a little bit. Sorry, Ailey, I'm bopping you with my elbows.
Elbows again, getting in the way. Just to mention as well, I don't think I mentioned...
my big elbow.
You and your big elbows again. Freedom members, you've got a discounted price on that complete collection as well. I forgot to tell you about that. So that's bringing it down. If you're looking at getting your one-day special with your flexi bar, just one of your one-day specials, your flexi buy to get both of them is actually less than that original payment. You know what I mean? I mean, look on your screen there. You can see, rather than paying £39.94 for one set of 6, you're paying £33.70, but getting all of them in one shipment. Yes, you've got a second payment, but I can assure you, if you've gone for one set of 6, next month you would be coming back for the second set, but we might not have them.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the top and bottom of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And they are, I mean, this is just, and I love doing things like this, literally just putting colour down and then doodling over the top. So you're doodling, you're using the inks to do the doodles, use the drama sticks that we've got on. Obviously with the inks you can paint with them, but you can draw with them. So it allows you to do so many things. I did do my colour swatching here somewhere. Ooh. There were my colour swatching there. But then I thought, oh, you can't really see that, so that's why I did the bigger ones. But that shows you the actual names of them. So, yeah, and they are exquisite.
So because they're so concentrate, can I add these to things like my pastes, my gels, anything, any texture?
No, because they're so, with your texture paste, your texture gels, be careful because they're a fluid. Okay. So if you put them to something like that, mix them in with something like that, you don't want to wash them down too much.
So yeah, so you can use the lose the consistency of your paste.
Exactly.
Right, okay.
However, we have got on one of the kits, we've got spritzer bottles, we've got fine liner bottles, we've got so many different things that you can use them with. You can add micas to them, so you can obviously get a sheen. And that's at first, that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay. Just playing. Right. So this hour is literally just going to be playing and showing you different applications. Brilliant. And then obviously we can start bringing in the stamps and all the other bits we've got.
Okay, if we start talking about some of the other things, because we're getting busy for those as well. I haven't even shown you those. Now you've mentioned those not pencils, they're
power pastels.
Power pastels. Feel the power. Now,
power pastels.
I love the tin just to start with.
Yeah, isn't it beautiful?
I don't even have to open the lid on there. We've got some fabulous stuff in there.
And this is the thing with all the Jane stuff. The packaging is always divine. So you've got a good quality tin. So they feel like you're working with wax crayons. Okay. That's what it feels like, the kind of wax crayons for grown-ups. But the thing is with these, it's the texture. Okay. If I show you the board, it's the texture, but it's also the quality. Right. So again, these will give you that real shot of colour. And they work. They look fantastic. It's funny actually, because when I first used these, I was like, I don't really understand. Then I listened to the instructions, and she said, in the processing, to actually sharpen them, they've got a bit of a coating on. Okay. Clean that off, you'll find they work better. Right. That's where I was going wrong at first.
So where did you get that information from?
Watching Jane.
So she's got a YouTube channel?
Oh, she's got loads. I mean, this is a beautiful thing about buying into Jane's products. There's so much help, assistance, inspiration out there. Perfect. I mean, I was there having a play, Jane were on in background, it was just delightful. Apart from in her world, you could hear all the tropical birds. In my world, you could hear rain.
Could have been tropical rain.
I know, yeah, it sounded tropical in Oundle yesterday. But you can see, now that over the top, that's the crayon. So you can see the shading, that's the crayon. Okay. I mean, they're really strong. If I show you on this one, wow. You see that really bright blue? Yeah. That's a crayon.
So is that going to sit on top of anything that you've put down before?
Yeah. Oh, and that's the thing, if you're working over your acrylics, if you're working, and they're great over texture, like over things like this, your texture, because obviously you're brushing it on. So fabulous for things like this.
If you've got a dried acrylic, there's not a lot you can do to it once it's set down, is it? Yeah. So these will sit over the top of that as well.
They'll sit over beautifully. And because it is like, they give you that kind of wax, it gives that really nice texture as well. I mean, that's the yellow and the green, which again, such beautiful, vivid, strong colours.
Love that. You are getting all of those colours in there, and I'm so pleased to see there's a flesh tone in there as well. Makes it nice and easy for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
At 604 711 £25.99. Add that in alongside your not your one day special, your complete bundle. You can spread the cost of those over £2, and they work so well together, those fusions of colours.
It is lovely, because people who are like me, we're just collecting old Jane stuff. It's nice because it's, you know, it's chunks every month or however often we do the ODSs, but it's chunks, so you're building it up gradually.
And it's the thing that everything works with everything else. So whether you've already invested in some items that you know these are going to work with them, or this is the first set that you've ever gone for, you know that anything that comes afterwards is going to work as well.
Exactly.
So what we've got here?
There's so many things. Okay, so the next one. Now this is your tools kit essentially. Okay. So you've got your spritz bottles, because of course the inks work with the water. So you either put water in those, spritz them, and they explode with colour, or you can mix these up with water and make lighter ink sprays.
Oh, okay.
So of course, because it's a fluid ink, they will work absolutely beautifully in your water bottles. Same with the water brushes, Jane's water brushes. They will work brilliantly in there. And obviously you can water them down and then actually paint with them. But of course, you can use this to drag the colour out.
Okay.
You've then got the bottles with that very, very fine nib on it.
Okay, it almost looks like a syringe needle
yes,
there. Very
it's
fine.
really fine. And that allows you to draw as well. It's really cool, is that?
Wow.
Because if I just go back to that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so on this one, can you see how the lines are really, really
Yes.
faint?
Yeah,
That's
kind
done
of
with a nib.
underneath. Oh, right.
And it's dead easy to
Wow.
do. And that, do you know, I really enjoyed doing that because it was just a case of playing.
Well, you know what? With that, I bet you get a continual flow of colour rather than loading it onto a brush and then finding that
Yeah.
your brush runs out.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You have to get used to it.
Yeah.
Because every now and again I get a blob, but that's when you kind of make the most out of that.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
meant to
and
be
it's
though.
funny, yeah, it's funny. You kind of, you change it. You change your pattern and where you were going with it. But yeah, it's a nice handy little kit because it works beautifully with your inks.
There you go. If you fancy getting hold of yours, £17.97. Something that I've not mentioned yet, extended delivery. I do apologise. I should have mentioned that right at the offset. With these, we are talking extended delivery with these ones. So what's the extended delivery on these? What's the date on these?
I do not know.
Neither does
Date?
Sandro. Sandro, speak to me, Sandro. 13th of November. He's getting himself into a right pickle because we're so busy, bless him. So 13th of November, it's not too long to wait, is it? It's about Wednesday next week, isn't it? It's not long
I don't know. Or is it
Monday's
6 today?
Is it Monday the 11th?
Don't know.
Yeah, about Wednesday.
I've no idea.
072-319 if you're wanting yours. Very, very busy, not only for those one-day specials, but that complete collection. So if you are wanting these are everything. Sandro's back in the room now, bless him. It feels like he's been hit by a bus, I think, because it's just all of a sudden those phone lines and the website's just gone crazy. Thank you to everybody for joining us for this launch hour. We always know that we're busy when it's a Jane Davenport one-day special, and this one is incredibly so. Lots of you were ordering before we even opened the hour up, but you can see the details on your screen for the complete collection, saving £12.49. Now bear in mind you have got savings with your two individual one-day specials. Those savings have been carried forward, so the saving on your screen is in addition to that, bringing this set down to just £74.88. If you're not a Freedom member already, I would seriously consider, because your saving is more than your actual monthly pay, your first membership. £6.97 is what you would be paying, but you are saving an additional £12.49 by going for the complete collection and being a Freedom member. You can cancel it in a month's time if you want to, but that first payment you can see on the screen there is £33.70. If you were going for them individually as sets of sets of 6, should I say, £39.94. It makes sense to go for the complete bundle.
Okay, it's interesting as well because I was looking like that washy background I did with the pens that we've got on the shop, but that is so much, that's so soft in comparison to the richness of that. I mean, it works, but it is very, the difference is, you can see the difference immediately.
I think people are going to enjoy getting to know these inks.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's the thing.
It's playing, it's playing as ever. Okay, let's start basic. So I've got my my water spritzer.
So this is your Mr. bottle that we've got in the set with the pens and everything.
Absolutely.
Right.
Now, what I've done, I've brought them empty because then it'll give me the option to fill things and play with different colours and stuff like that.
You planning on being busy?
I know, we're organised, aren't we?
It's not you.
Hey, boom, not like me. That's because Shauna sorted it out for me. Okay, now, when you're using your inks, I'm using the journal as ever.
Okay,
we have got these on the show, haven't we, Sandro? I love this journal.
Okay.
It's a beautiful journal. I've used it. See, this is the one that I used last
the one with
time.
the foiling on the back page?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know, I really do. I love these. And it's interesting, again, like, I love journals because going through, seeing colour, you know, everything's just delicious, isn't it? So, beautiful journal. You've got your soft on each one. So you've got your texture on one side.
Okay.
And then you're plain on the other. It's lovely. Obviously a bound journal. Do be careful with the inks if they go into the actual middle of your pages, because it's a bound journal. They might start travelling. You know me, I'm not bothered about that. But if you've got work that you want pristine, you might not want to do that. So just be careful about them travelling in. Try not to let it puddle. Also, you can gesso it, you know, and if you want to protect it a little bit.
But it's not often you see a journal that is like this, a hardback book. Details are on your screen there, £30.99. And of course, if you add that in with your complete collection, spread the cost of that as well.
They are fabulous. I love my journals. Do basic. Let's start basic.
Okay.
So just add a little bit of colour. Okay, so let's just pop a few drips down. That one is, and I'll give you the names as I'm going along. And I'm just picking any up. So that's my fresh air.
Lovely.
Let's go for some watermelon.
Now, housekeeping with these, do we need to be careful? I mean, obviously you don't wear gloves, we know that. We've used to see your inky fingers, but do we have to be careful about where we're putting these inks?
Oh, Shauna did actually, she dropped one of the bottles while she were putting it, and Shauna at the minute is showing a wonderful...
She's got a strange rash.
Array of watermelon.
It doesn't kind of all over.
It's a really strong ink, so it will come off eventually. I find the way I clean my hands is wash my hair. So as soon as I wash my hair, they seem to come properly clean.
Somebody else has told me that, washing your hair.
Wash your hair, just wash your
hair.
hair.
Just be careful of your jumper and your trousers.
Yes. I mean, it has come out, but yeah, they're strong. I mean, look, I'm putting tiny little bits of colour on. Okay, and then I'm just going to spritz. Now then, nice bits of colour, and now you know me. This is something that makes me very happy. Seeing the ink move, seeing it travel, those tiny little bits of ink, and I love the blend. Now you can just leave it like that. I mean, that is beautiful. It gives you a starting point, and I love, as I said, I love the way that it all moves. Obviously it's sunk into the background as well, so it gives you fabulous texture. You can, if you want to, you can start lifting the colour out. If you lift the colour out, it makes it softer, but it still gives you that beautiful, look, that beautiful mix of colour. And that's a lovely background straight away, but it's a lot softer. So if you lift it out, you're going to get a really subtle finish. Now, you see these blotches? If you're thinking, I don't like that, don't like the blotches, it's because I spent longer messing, because I start telling you the story about Shauna. That's why. So don't start telling anybody about those. I quite like them, but if you don't panic. There's a way around it. Just work a bit quicker. I love the way. Can you see when you actually blot it? Can you see the merge of colours? I love that merge of colours. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. So if you want it soft, you've got a soft background. Now I'm just going to go. What I thought I'd do is just show different techniques of backgrounds. So I am sorry if that's not, but anyway, I'm not apologising.
But then we've got 5 live hours, so we're going to see loads of different ideas with these. Now, incidentally, if you have got any questions that you're wanting to ask, do get in touch, studio@hochanda.com. I know we've had a couple of questions come through already, which hopefully we will answer during this hour. Yeah, lots of shows, lots of things that you're going to learn over those shows as well. So, yeah. Can I just move those just to the side?
Of course,
just so as we can see.
Okay. So, shampoo gets rid of dye from
That's
skin.
why washing
there you
your hair.
go. Washing your hair. Now, again, spritzing it. So this time, look at that. Look how they merge.
Nice, like those.
Makes me happy. So rather than drying it this time with a cloth, if you dry it with a heat gun, now I generally let mine dry naturally. I like ink drying naturally because you get that pure colour of the ink. But also, you don't force it to dry. When you force it to dry, you start getting lines. Now
it's gone into the grain of the paper.
Yes, and you can start seeing. Can you see where you force it? You'll get the kind of, I call it chasing the drip.
Yes.
And you'll get the actual, look at that.
Yeah.
And it is very interesting because again, you're creating a different look. You will create a different tone. It definitely changes the colour when you do this. Obviously, they're a dye ink, so you will make your own colours. Yeah. So where these two have merged, did I just know it's all right? I thought that were ink. This is where they've merged. That's where you get that beautiful colour palette. But look at this.
Oh my goodness!
It's really interesting.
Did I
seeing
just
the
hear
colours.
That right? oh my goodness, approaching 40% of the stock of the complete
Wow.
bundle. Had to tell me 3 times because I was so busy watching what Leonie was doing. Yeah, 40% of the stock has gone. If you are wanting to get hold of yours, please do it as soon as you possibly can. I don't want anybody missing out on these.
Now look at that. Again, it's the colour. I love looking at the colours because the merge, you've got kind of a brown going in on there. You've got the pink still down here. All these, I will do something with.
Okay.
You know, it's not like I'm going to just leave this. Of course I'm going to do something with. Moving on. Okay, what about, let's do a little bit of this. So, oh, now I should be putting my lids back on. I'm asking for trouble, aren't I? Don't do that, Leonie. Put your lids back on. Okay, so what about if we, you know how I said about mica?
Yeah.
What about now? With the mica, what I'm not going to do is add the mica to, oh sorry, I keep putting them there, don't I? I'm not going to put the mica in any of the spritzers or anything because obviously I don't want to block it up.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do instead is, and I'll put a different green, is bring a different colour in and just spritz it again. Could I give you that to do lids, or
Yeah, no problem.
Just to save
I'll
me
be
a bit
lid
of time.
monitor.
Thank you. Now look.
Oh wow!
So,
oh, that's a gorgeous colour. What's
isn't
that
that
one?
isn't that just beautiful?
Mermaid tail.
And
yes.
look, now look at that with mica.
Yeah.
So you're adding your mica, but because again that it's so fluid, it mixes beautifully. And look how it mixes gorgeous with the pink. Doesn't that look good?
Beautiful. Just to reiterate, thank you for your questions. We're not ignoring you. We will get to those questions. Probably feed some of those through to Leonie when I step away in a few moments. But absolutely incredibly busy for these. Don't forget, details on your screen for that complete collection. That's the way most of you have been getting hold of these. The Power Pastels, again, we've not even seen those demonstrated yet. They are literally flying out, as are the accessory bundle with the little spritzers and everything in there. Pretty much everything is red hot at the moment. So if you've seen anything that you like in the look of, do check your baskets out, but everything can be added into that one basket and spread the cost. So if you are going to be spreading your cost, it kind of makes things a bit more affordable perhaps, but it means you don't have to wait, you get everything in one go.
And it's quite nice, like it's things like the stamps. I know we sold out of them last time.
Yeah.
The washi sheets are ace. We will be touching on all of these.
Yeah, they're flying out again.
Yeah, I tell you what, those washi sheets as well, we haven't had them for ages and they're lush. Now, can you see that?
Wow.
Shall I give it a wobble? Look at those colours, look at the marking with. And this is a lovely thing. You can add things into it. It's an ink. So you can, don't they look good?
That looks fabulous.
Aren't they just fabulous? Aren't they just fabulous? Okay, so you've also got, now we've got lots of different, the applicators. So for instance, okay, if I get, no, I don't need to do that. Now, your little fine liner bottles.
Yes.
So
how do we work with these?
I've already put a little bit of ink in there. Let's put this one in this time. You can mix your own colours.
Okay.
So obviously, I'm just going to put a few drips in. Now, I'm very, you know me, I'm a bit tight.
Can I move that out of the way just because, yeah,
There
that
you
is,
go.
yeah. I'd like to say frugal, but I'm going to say tight.
I'm so tight. I'm ridiculous. I'll be a bit more. I am. See, mine inks will last me ages.
But you're not even covering the bottom of that bottle.
No, because I'm tight. And it's ridiculous. I know I'm stupid. It's because I'm
It's
not
like
putting
you're
more
working with gold,
in.
though, isn't it? It's something that's so precious.
I'm a little bit, yeah. I do treat everything a bit precious. So let's have a play. Let's just mix colour and see what happens.
The bottles on your screen, 20% of the stock has gone, £17.97 for those. Okay.
Now, this is, so I'm going to use it concentrated at first, and then we'll add some water in. So when you are using these, have a tester first of all. So go on to another page and have a little tester, and then you'll get used to the flow. Now look at the richness of that.
Oh my goodness, that gives you loads
It
of
looks
control.
black, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so to do the leaves, what I was doing before, okay? So I did a lovely little thing and then a blob. Okay, so then a lovely, now that one's a bit stalky, that one's a bit strong, so start from there and then let it just drag out. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Start from a little blob. And see, you do need to get the gist of these.
Okay.
At the
Like lots of
minute,
little tadpoles.
they're looking like little tadpoles. Now, watch this. If you then get your water brush, this has just got water in.
Okay.
Okay, and then, now, oh, I need to get rid of some of that.
I've just seen the colour on the other page.
So rich, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Look at that, look how rich that colour is.
Wow.
See, and this is
like
why...
a proper indigo now.
Isn't that just beautiful? Now, this is why you do not need much in those bottles. Because look at that. That is so rich, isn't it?
Wow.
I mean, you do not need much colour whatsoever. So these were going to be little leaves, they're going to be massive leaves because my blobs are so big.
I bet it's quite hard actually to get it right. Not the kind of the regulation of the blobs, but the colour that you're putting in as well, because quite often we use too much of everything, don't we?
Yeah,
so it's kind of pulling yourself back from that, because I'm guessing you can always add to it.
Exactly. But it's just getting used to it. But look at this. I can see
I love that colour.
the two colours. I can actually see the blend in there. I love it as well because it's an ink. It's when it dries, you know, you get that beautiful definite pattern. I love this, how it's staining my paper. So you get that beautiful richness. Look at this. The richness of colour. Honestly, these are it. Now, it's when you start doing this, folks, that you lose yourself. It's just...
But as you're pulling that out, you can kind of see the blue, but that kind of pink that's more in the centre. Is that the watermelon in the centre?
Yeah. Isn't that fabulous? So you'd think that are blended utterly and completely, but as you add the water, you can see the two break up again. And it's nice doing it with that bottle because you get that really nice scratchy sound, which is quite fabulous. Oh, now you've lost me. Soz, that's me done. Isn't that cool? There were just blobs.
Wow.
And it's when you see the blob of colour, that condensed colour, when you break that up and then you see that richness. Isn't that just gorgeous?
Now, the pen set they've got on the screen there, you are going to get the water brush pens, you're going to get those fine detail bottles, as well as those other spritzers in there. Again, very popular, 30% of the stock has gone, 072319. I'm going to step away from Leonie in a few moments so as you can check out your baskets. Lots of you naturally watching the demonstrations, putting those items into your basket. What you need to be doing is checking those baskets out. So when I step away from Leonie, that will be your cue to do exactly that. You're not going to miss anything within the demonstration. She's still going to be doing this when I get back. You know what she's like.
I know, I won't stop, will I? I'll show you. Sorry. Well, that's wet. Can I just do this?
Of course you can.
So while it's wet,
ooh.
Boom. That's a
wow,
bit cool,
look
isn't
at
it?
that.
Oh, ain't that just
that's
ace?
Fabulous.
Ain't that just ace? I love the way it just travels up. It's just, and I mean, this is not my technique. This is a watercolour technique, but it's not a technique that'll ever
I love the way it
get
kind of
boring.
keeps that original kind of line in the centre, almost like the centre part of that leaf.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
isn't that just? And that is the same colour from that bottle, but look how far that goes.
Tiny bit.
Aren't those colours amazing?
Right, I'm going to have to go and do a review.
Oh, this makes me happy.
Yeah, these stamps are flying out as well, and of course they're always popular. We know Jane for her images. We know her for those fabulous, beautiful faces that she brings to us time and time again. You found these already, and 10% of the stock of these have gone. Of course, you have got some elements there, so if you don't want to make your own leaves, as Leonie's been showing us, then you could be using elements from there as well. You've got eyes, you've got, sorry, not leaves, they're like mandalas, aren't they there? But it's all beautiful. £14.99, 416337. Oh my goodness. Right. This is the one-day special. We launched it roughly half an hour ago, and it's been flying out. Now, we've got two one-day specials to share with you, and we've split them into two tiers. So we've got the first tier at the top here. That is your first option. That is set one. Second tier at the bottom, that is your second option, set two. Now, set one, you are going to get these fabulous colours, which I will share with you because these are beautiful. Now, if you're going for them with regards, and I say individually, what I mean is as a one-day special, you're going to get all 6 of these, but 10% of the stock has gone. Okay, that's set one. So if you're wanting these colours here where you've got those gorgeous bright tones, it's almost like a luminous pink there, but again, add your water, dilute those colours down, then you will get a much paler, lighter version of those. That is your set one. They are flying out. Set two, perhaps a little bit more earthy with these ones. So it might be that the bright tones aren't your kind of cup of tea, which is okay. That's why we've got options for you. With this one, you've got your 2 tones of brown. And as we heard, Jane always puts those colours in pairs. So you've got your 2 browns in here, you've got your 2 blues, and you've kind of got your 2 magentas working here. absolutely incredible. And of course, as you add your water, those colours will migrate, they will separate out and give you some incredible results. Now, if you like the look of both of those, which let's face it, pretty much all of you are doing, you are going to get all 12 of those colours. So you're not going to have to choose. You're going to get your duos there, as we saw, your duos, they are all going to be there. But that complete collection, almost 40, was it almost 40%? Oh, over 40%. I was going to say, I thought I said almost earlier on. Over 40% of the stock has gone. That is where the biggest saving is. That is where you are taking those savings from that one day special and you are adding to that saving. So if you're a Freedom member, an additional £12.49. That's why it's worth becoming a Freedom member, because when we look at that flexi order, that flexi payment, should we say there, on your screen there, £33.70. If you were going for just one of those sets, which is a brilliant deal, it's a one day special, you're paying £39.94, which is a phenomenal price. It's the first time that we've seen them here. So, brilliant price, one day special. If you just want to go for one set, then please do so. But I will warn you that when you get these home and you see the concentration of that colour, the way those beautiful colours work so well together, you will wish that you'd gone for both sets of those. That's why the complete collection for just £33.70 being that initial payment is being so popular. And if you're a Freedom member, brilliant. If you're not, become a Freedom member as you check out. Cancel it in a month's time if you want to, but take advantage of that saving, because that payment, that monthly membership will pay for itself in that one opportunity that you can see on your screen there. It's why not deal. So what else can we share with you? Well, those power pastels. We have not seen these demonstrated yet, but our lovely Leonie will be showing us this, I'm sure, as the hour progresses. That's if I can, she's still, stop painting the leaves. No. She can't stop herself. She's still doing it. She's still doing it. Now with these, you have got a whole palette here. The tin is absolutely incredible. I mean, it looks beautiful to start with. You've got 18 different colours in here. So these are your power pastels. You've got everything from your earth tones going through your skin tones. So those gorgeous lip tones that you can see there, the bright yellows that we regularly see Jane working with, the gorgeous blues. I mean, she uses so many of those beautiful blues through those greens into those darker tones that are going to give you those shades and also those highlights. You've also got a clear here as well, because of course these will act as a resist if you wanted to use them in that particular way. So it's always important to have that clear there as well. Now, when you start working with these, you can use them in a variety of different ways. I mean, have a look here. These are the colours when they're just literally laid down. They've not been blended or anything. We'll talk about that a little bit as the hour progresses perhaps. But you can see they're absolutely gorgeous colours. Again, concentrations of colours. Now down at the bottom, that clear has been used there to cause a resist. So you can see the word hello being written out, and then over the top, one of the inks for our complete collection has been washed over the top there. So that is the kind of result you can get if you're using that clear. Of course, use them to accent certain areas. You can see here how using those gorgeous citrusy greens and yellows, how well they work together. They'll sit on top of your acrylic paints, so they're going to add colour, add dimension, add detail, and really pop. I mean, look at that. If you've got the brightness of those acrylic paints behind there, it's going to be a struggle to get something that's going to sit on top, directly on top, without having to stick something in place. With this, those colours will sit there beautifully. Not just beautifully, they'll be holding their own colour because they are power pastels. That's what they're designed to do. £25.99, 604 711. Please do pop those into your basket as well. Absolutely gorgeous. They're flying out. Now, those applicators, these have been flying out as well. Again, 3 different styles of application here. You've got your spritzer bottles, you've also got your water brush pens, you've got your fine detail bottles as well. £17.97 for all 3 sets of those. You can see there 072319. Again, bear in mind everything that we've been chatting about is on extended delivery. So we're looking at the 15th of November with regards, sorry, 13th of November. I'm not having a very good day with regards to my days. But yeah, next Wednesday. I'll probably remember that now. So yeah, do make sure you get hold of these. They're worth that wait, which to be honest isn't a very long wait at all. We're going to go a little bit further along before we meet up with Leonie, because many of these items have been flying out as well. So, of course, Jane, she comes up with the most incredible ways of actually creating, and this is a lovely set because you've got a beautiful fountain pen. I mean, there's something about a fountain pen, isn't there, that really gives you that sense of, I don't know, it's just something that's quite prestige about them. Well, with these, you've got your cartridge pens in these as well. By the looks of it, you've actually got something that you can draw up that ink as well. So with this, £14.99 extended delivery. We'll chat with Leonie about these a bit more. I might take them with me because I'm not sure I've given you all the right information, but you have got your cartridges, but I think this is your plunger where you can draw up the ink. Now, If you're wanting to go for more of these, then we can help you because we have got, so there you go, right, okay, so we haven't got the second set of inks. That makes sense. You can see all those gorgeous colours. 10 additional cartridges to the 3 that come alongside your pen there. $14.99. I thought that was good value just for the pen. Wow, 355, 350. Next set that we've got for you here. Now, how do you fancy it? A little bit of designer look with these. Now here you've got that gorgeous teal. I mean, how incredible is that colour there? Beautiful. But then you've got the mermaid scales appearing with the second one. Both of these coming to you, again, $14.99. Again, you've got different coloured inks featuring within those, so you know you've got the durability of those, kind of mixing those colours, changing those colours out. But then you've got that plunger system again. I am right, that is a plunger system, isn't it, to draw the inks up? It is. She's going, yes, she likes that. At 985772, if you're wanting those, that will give you those drawing systems. So perhaps pull up those inks from our deal today. Now, these are flying out. They always do. They always do, every single time. And you'll see around us some amazing finished samples where those faces are come in. Now, we knew they were going to be popular. We stocked up on these, as we always do, or as we always try to do, but they are flying out again. £14.99. You are getting all of those, 23 stamps in total, 416337. I'm very conscious of the time, so I'm going to leave things there. We've got more that you can check out. More than you can check out on the website. It's probably the safest way to shop. But now, if you wanted to go onto the website, any of those items you can see there, you can add in alongside either your one-day special or that complete collection. If you're going for the complete collection, then you can spread the cost of everything. I know I keep saying it, but not everybody realises. And if you are going for the complete collection, please, please, please make sure you're a Freedom member, because I want you to take advantage of that £12.49 additional saving. Of course, mermaids is something that we know our lovely Jane for, and you can get lots of inspiration from many of the other things that she shares with us, and those washi sheets there as well, and that's not easy to say, are proving to be very popular at $15.99. Definitely worth going for. So back at the demo area, this is where it's all happening. What's going on?
Right, so we've had some questions.
Okay.
One of the questions were, will acrylic paint go over the top of them? So the thing is, we and that were Rachel, thank you, Rachel. Now, if I show you, so I've gone for Rachel. I keep doing it, don't I, today? I'm a rebel today, I'm not having you. It's like I'm building everything around me. So, I'm going for a light colour. Now, I must admit, that's not too bad. See, that isn't too bad at all.
Okay.
Because these are, at the end of the day, they're water soluble.
Okay.
So it does mean that isn't too bad. That's dried for 24 hours.
Okay.
That one hadn't dried for 24 hours. That's the one I'd just done.
So is
with
that acrylic there?
Yeah, it's acrylic over it, but it's really just lifted the colour.
Okay.
Whereas that, because it's dried properly, it's had time to actually dry properly.
It's not damp.
Because it's dried properly, it's had time to dry properly.
Couldn't put it better myself.
I like just repeating facts. But that's quite cool because it means it's not lifted up the acrylic. You can see underneath it, but you're going to have to layer it layer it because it's a strong colour. So it's not bleeding through though, but allow it to dry properly. That's the thing with that one.
Now.
Yeah. So acrylic, yes, you can definitely use your acrylic over it. One of the other questions were gesso. Now, the only thing I had to hand was a box that were in the background, but it was okay because it was mine. So what I'm going to do, sometimes you look around and think, oh, maybe I'll decorate that, but when it's your own, it's like, yeah, that's all right. I've put gesso on this already, so what I will do, but I've literally just done this because the questions just come in.
Okay.
So I'll just dry this off because it's still a bit wet, is the gesso. Which is really boring, I do apologise. There's nothing more dull.
I'm trying to think what else I could tell you about. What else can I talk about? What was it here?
Anything, love.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the clear. I was asking about the clear. So the clear
it's a blender.
Right. Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
right.
it's a blender.
Oh.
It's a blender, but it will obviously, they'll all act as a resist.
Okay.
But it is like you put them together and then you put that over the top and
kind of bridging the gap between the two.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to blend like, I don't know, it's not going to blend,
Yeah.
You know, like a watercolour or something,
Yes,
but
it's a
it does
different
merge
nature,
them.
yeah, because it's kind of oil-based, isn't it? Something else we are very busy
these
for.
are so nice.
Now, we haven't had a chance to talk about these.
No.
What's so special
We've
about
had
these?
these in the past, but not for ages. These are seriously cool. The washi sheets, you cut them up, and can you see this one here? That's one of the washi sheets.
Oh, wow.
They're really cool. They're
Gosh,
really
kind of
cool.
blend seamlessly.
You need these. Sorry, but let me find another. I've got so many bits in here. Look, look, look. They're the washi sheets.
Oh, wow.
They're so cool.
Oh, my goodness.
So my problem is I've got that's a washi. That's part of washi sheets.
That is
They're
brilliant.
really cool.
But you can kind of go over the top of them as well.
Yeah. That's washi sheet. I mean, I have used these a
wow.
lot. It's the kind of thing that because washi, you can see through it, so it kind of gives you a really interesting finish. Because obviously you're layering. What's nice about this, if you bought them the first time we had them, which are ages and ages ago, you might run out by now, or you might be thinking, I've been waiting, you know, to use that last sheet, but you can buy more. Yeah, they're really cool, and you use all the scraps. You don't waste anything.
Now the images you can see across, they're all 4 of those. Those are the ones that you're going to get in your design. So you're going to get 2 repeats of each of those. So £15.99. If you wanted those, details are on your screen there. 577871. I've never seen those up close before. Then
well good.
They haven't got a sheen to them either, which is nice.
They're so cool.
Yeah.
I really like them.
Cool.
Really like them. Okay, so it isn't MDF, it's a wooden box, but you know, MDF wood, whatever. It has got the gesso on though.
Okay.
So let's just do a few colours, let's just see what happens. Okay, as usual, just bobbing those on. Oh, yeah, it's okay. I'm wasting precious time, aren't I? Let's put some out of there as well, shall we? Oh,
I love the sound effects.
Yeah, it says wee. So watch this. Boom.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just going to do a little bit of that because what I'm going to do is actually drag the colour. So rather than just allowing it to sit, let's drag it. Because now I'm merging the colours together. I must admit, I'm adoring merging the colours. Look, where I went in direct, it's still got that kind of, you can see it. You've still got that wonderful finish. It looks like Superman. But what I love about this, because it's an ink, you can see the actual brush strokes of the gesso. So it soaks into the gesso, absolutely no problem, but you can see the texture.
Yeah.
If it had been acrylic, it covers it, but that gives you a completely different look. So yes, over gesso, most definitely.
Tick that box
we'll
as
see
well.
how it dries. I will leave it to dry. We'll see how it dries, because it might dry lighter. Well, thank you. Might dry lighter, not sure yet.
Pop that over here.
Thank you, our lovely Hayley. Right, you know how we're getting addicted to that.
Oh
Look
my
at the
goodness,
colours.
wow.
Look at those colours.
Yes.
And that's what you get when you mix those colours together. You can see, I mean, when it's really, really watered down, look at that.
See, that's because you've not blended those colours.
No.
The only blending you did was putting a drop of each in a bottle, and that's it.
Yeah.
And anybody can achieve
and
that.
it kind of still separates.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Now, that's using just a few drops. What about, and you can see the intensity. I mean, this is thick paper, but they are coming through a little bit. If you find you're doing that and you don't like it, just gesso that page.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're not going to waste this paper. You're still going to use it. So that is really intense. So let's water it down a little bit. Because obviously, get my big jug again. And this is why I had the big jug at hand, because of course we can definitely, we can definitely, I have to, I did that thing, you know that crafter's face where you have to stick your tongue out. I did one of them. I hate it when you do that on telly and you can feel yourself doing it. It's horrible, isn't it?
We were looking at your shaky hands then.
It's a big old jug, isn't it, that? So, okay, let's go for it. So now, look, that is really watered down, isn't it? Let's just strip that off. So, again, with this, have a little go on your scrap paper. Look now, really watered down, but...
Gosh, you wouldn't know it though, would you? Look at the
Still so intense, isn't it? So let's write something, shall we? So let's write Abu.
Oh, that's fun. I love where you're kind of starting and you're finishing, because you kind of get that little almost like droplet.
Yeah. Isn't it cool? But then, because you can write with it, I mean, how fabulous is that anyway, that you can write with it? And that in itself is fabulous, isn't it?
And you've already shown us that when you lay that down, because that's where the concentrated colour is, if you go back in and wash that out, you'll still be able to see that word happy underneath it all.
Yeah. But the wonderful thing about this now is, and when you look at that, these inks are going to last you such a long time.
Oh gosh, yeah.
You know, that you saw how concentrated that was. And yeah, look, now when I drag this out, the colours you can get. So doing your writing, you know, and the beautiful thing, you don't have to be great at writing, because now when you blend that colour out, and I can still see the two different colours in there. When you actually blend those, look how gorgeous that is. Doesn't that look fabulous?
I love that.
Honestly, you will get carried away with stuff like this. It's just so addictive. And I was saying that, like, I posted really late last night on Instagram, and it is because it was like, oh my gosh, I better go to bed. But it is seriously addictive. It's the way I can still see the two colours.
Now, I've just been looking at the bottles here, because I'm thinking you're getting a lot in there. So how much are you getting? You're actually getting 30 ml in each one of those. So on my reckoning, we're looking at, what, about 360 ml. So that's over a third of a litre, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're on.
Because 1,000 ml is a litre, isn't it? So it's like over a third of a litre.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, I'm just going to agree with you. I'm doing pretty colours.
But what I'm trying to think, trying to kind of quantify the fact that the amount that you're getting, that's almost like a can of pop worth of inks. That's how much you're getting. There's loads in there.
Yeah, and it just, I mean, the way you can water that down, and it's still really intense. I mean, that is beautiful. And the colour of that is amazing. Obviously,
you've still got the little permutations of the colour still coming through.
Yes.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the effects that you get. You know, when you put down like things like your brush shows and you spritz and you get all those, the colours stay within that powder, don't they? If you know what I mean. That's kind of what you're getting, but with a liquid base.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you do, don't you? You've still got the definite colour. I mean, that is fabulous. I'll be dead honest with you. When I was playing with these at home, I hadn't tried that. I mean, I knew I could do it, but I hadn't tried it. So I didn't know just how good it were. But by gosh, that is phenomenal. That is fabulous. The other thing, obviously, they're really good at is, if you do, so, you know, we did the leaf, but if you did the way we did the leaf, you can do it with the writing. So we put happy, let's do day. So happy day. So I'll do it in water first of all. And I'm doing this so I can see it. Now, it's got a bit of blue in there, so I'll be able to see that. But then when you go in just with that nice fine nib, I'm hoping that's still wet. I think it might have dried a bit too quick. Oh, no, it hasn't.
Look, it's moving.
Look. And so it's going down the actual water on the page. It's dried a bit too quick, so just do it a bit at a time. But I love that. I love that you can move it down the page and look how it travels along the line. Doesn't that look fabulous? So for shading, it's doing its own shading. And that is just the ink travelling down.
That is making it so easy.
Look how rich that colour is.
It's beautiful.
It's just amazing.
I very quickly need to tell you guys about these stamps as well. Very busy for those inks, but we're going to swap the details around because rapidly approaching a quarter of the stock has gone of these. The reason I'm mentioning it is, Leonie, these are always popular, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, the last time we had these, and it was the last one day special, they sold out before we could do anything with them. We did get a small amount back, they sold out again. So I did ask to have these back in, and I'm really hoping they don't sell out before I can use them, because they are fabulous. I have got them in my book somewhere, because obviously I've used them, but they're in my book somewhere. But yeah, highly recommend these. The one that I know people love is the middle one, the one that you can build the face. And that, it's got the face, but then it's got your eyes, your nose, and lips. So you're building that face up, which which is so, and eyebrows obviously, but you're building that face up, which is really, really cool. It's, yeah, the race of those.
Always popular. That works out a £5 a pack. Jane Davenport stamps.
So good, isn't it? So
£14.99 at 416337 if you're wanting those. Again, it works out around £7.50 if you're putting them in with that complete collection.
No, look at that.
Busy. No,
sorry,
we
I'm just getting
so
to
busy.
it. Look at the colour when you've lifted it. The colour underneath is that pink, the watermelon. That is so cool, isn't it? It's
gorgeous.
So cool. Okay.
And that's 2 colours. That's all that we've used so far, isn't it?
And look how much I've got left.
Wow.
I mean, that will last ages. This is why I'm tight when I apply the colour, because you don't need much.
No.
Please don't get carried away. Do a tiny little amount, because otherwise you're going through it and you don't need to. So you've got your spritzer bottle. So let's take that now.
Okay.
And go into spritzer bottle.
So this is it the same ink? You've not added any more ink, you've only added water?
Yeah. Me being me. You might end up like this, you might not care like me. Okay, so yeah, putting it in your spritz bottle. There might have been a teeny tiny bit of water in there, but that's fine.
But what I'm saying is you've not added any more colour to it? No
No
more
pigment, no more dye ink.
Ooh.
Now, look. So when you spritz it, the colour, it's not as intense.
Yeah.
It gives you a fantastic colourway, which again, that is beautiful. You can leave it like it is. It covers your page quickly, so you'll get that fantastic coverage quick. But look, if you sponge this off, because we know how it's separated, it still does that separation. So look at that. Isn't that cool?
It's almost like the pink has gone into the page and the blue's sat on the top. And now you're lifting that blue out.
Yeah,
it
like
is
mad, isn't it? It's. I don't understand why.
We don't need to.
But I do think it's quite fabulous. If you blasted it dry, so it's like a little rabbit, doesn't it?
It is.
Yeah. If you blasted it dry, that's when you get a different intensity. 2 rabbit's ears, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah. So everybody's seeing rabbit's ears. Little bunnies. And that's his little bunny nose. Now, what you've got now, see the richness of colour now.
Beautiful.
And that has brought out that dark blue, which again looks absolutely incredible. So you're using it in your spritzer, you're using it in the doodah what's it, those ones. But also remember, you've got your pens.
Yes. Now, we've got these fountain pens in a variety of different guises. The mermaid and the teal come together. That's the one that Leonie's working with. They come with cartridges, which have got fabulous inks in them, but you've got that little plunger.
Yes.
So is that so you can draw the ink up?
Yes. Oh, these
That's
are
the universal sign for filling up a fountain pen.
The plunger. Plunger, that one. So it means, so if I pop a tiny bit of ink in there, now we know how far that'll go.
Can we show you that?
Yeah,
that
tiny bit.
That's a dribble.
Yeah, because I don't want to use too much. Popping my plunger in. Now it's got a little, hold on, you need to pop that down, otherwise I'm not going to be able to suck anything up if my plunger's up. So you've got your little plunger, what's it, there. Okay. You need to pop that in your ink and then drag that plunger up.
Oh, okay.
And it's physically dragging the ink into your pen.
Lovely.
Now, this is using it pure, no ink in there. Now, my pen, I know I've already got some ink because I have played with this.
Okay.
This is one I played with. I'm going to pop that to one side. What you do, really, only put a bit of ink in the pen, because obviously what you don't want to do is let it dry out or anything.
Okay.
But, you know, you'll get used to that. You do not waste that. You know, something like that, you're going to add water to that and then you can create a gorgeous wash. So, while that's in there, let me just do this. I'm not going to forget that. While that's in there, let's add that to that page.
My goodness, you've only got 3.5 minutes left.
You're joking. Have I?
Oh my goodness.
Good grief, I've had a right play.
Oh, Yanis won't mind if we don't go and meet him.
No, I won't mind.
We'll just sit there waiting, we'll just carry on.
It will be fine. Look how far, right, that drip can go. Look how far a drip can go.
Who'd have thought it?
Who'd have thought? Isn't that quite fabulous?
That is beautiful. I love that colour.
And look how it reacts.
Oh, wow.
Because it obviously it reacts with water, so you're still going to be able to get all that movement. You know, if I let that dry, you still, as we used to, you still get that movement, right? So my pen. Now let's just look. Now that's the original colour, or is it? What colour did I put in?
I don't know.
Can't remember.
It'll take a little while for it to feed through, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Now, I adore these. Working with
Such
fountain
fine
pens.
detail.
Yeah, it's so cool working with fountain pens because they give you that incredible detail. So it allows you to do your fine line drawing. It allows you to do your writing, to do your lettering, but now you are using exactly the same colour from all your projects. You can use it in your pen, which I adore. I adore being able to use both of them. I think this might be the original colour still in the nib coming through, but
I mean, we get the idea. I mean, you can use that. Can you flush out that kind of element there? So
if you just put it underwater and literally flush that out, you certainly can do. I really like these pens, and I mean, the thing is, they're affordable. You do not want to be using a really expensive fountain pen to be working with all your inks, you know, your crafty inks. You want something that's affordable, that if it goes a bit wrong, it's not a big deal. You know, you can afford it to sort of, because
they still look very prestige. They look very
beautiful.
I mean, you're getting two of those pens and all the elements that come with them for $14.99.
Yeah. I mean, they're fabulous, and look how detailed you can go. Honestly, I really have. I've really enjoyed working with these, and of course, it's that ink again. Now that might have dried too much to blend, but still got a little bit of blending in there.
Now, as we draw to the end of the hour, we're going to bring the details back up for that complete collection. Again, the complete collection features both of your one-day specials, both set 1 and set 2. Of course, you've got all those fabulous colours in there, the bright tones from set 1, those more earthy tones from set 2, but everything coming together. Now, if you're wanting to get a hold of these, I'll show you those colours again. I'll bring those in. Where's the other one? Oh, I'll show you this one first, just while Shana gets this other one. Bless her. So this is the first set. This is set 1. This is where you've got those bright tones in there, those bright pinks, those acid greens featuring there, those gorgeous purples there, fabulous teal blues featuring within these. These are my variations. Of course, Jane has got her own names applied to these. But then you've got your earthy tones. These are set 2. Now, the details on your screen are for all of those. So you will get every single one of those, all 12 colours. Not only will you get the savings that you would normally get with them as the one-day special, you're getting an additional saving, and as a Freedom member, that is as much as £12.49 on top of your one-day special saving, which is why it's proven to be so popular, especially to our Freedom members. If you're not a Freedom member already, then become one as you're checking your baskets out. Leonie, I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Had a lovely time.
Well, I have
Thank
too.
you, Hayley, and thank you. It feels like I've just been indulged into just playing.
You coming through to Good Evening, Hochanda?
I don't know, but yeah.